There are few things worse for your business than being behind the curve. Whenever you are formulating a corporate level strategy, you will take into consideration each and every department of the organization. Business level strategies refer to the combined set of moves and actions. Whenever you are formulating a business level strategy, you try to see that you attain a distinctive competency. Hello everyone, I am Purnima, faculty in the Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. I welcome you all to this session. In this session, we will be having a discussion on the benefits of corporate level strategy. So in the previous session, we had a discussion on what are the various on the corporate level strategy and the features of corporate level strategy. And in this session, we will discuss about what are the benefits of the corporate level strategy. Now, the first benefit is implementing. So before we look into what are the benefits, let us have an understanding of what is corporate level strategy. So implementing a corporate level strategy may seem like a complicated process, especially if you have never had one. But the benefits of a comprehensive corporate strategy far outweighs the time and effort required to put the strategy into effect. Now, whenever we have a strategy that is a corporate level strategy, we should understand that it is a long-term strategy, a very complex one, very uncertain, and which concerns the entire organization. Now, the implementation part will take a very long time. And what about the results? So once the strategy gets implemented, so we can be really amazed at what is the result. And we should understand that the benefits far outweigh the time and effort. So whatever is the result of this corporate level strategy, so they will outweigh the time and effort required to formulate the strategy. So to formulate the strategy itself, we would have taken lot of time, and now when we look into the benefits, they will be far more than whatever is the effort put in to make the strategy. Now, in this, there are 5 ways that the corporate strategy will benefit your business. Now, what is this? First one, allows your business to be proactive. Now, what do we mean by proactive? Proactive means you just analyze what is coming in front of the business. So we all know that the business conditions always keeps on changing. And as such, when we have a strategy, we forecast things, or we assume that this will be the condition of the business in the next few months. And then based on those conditions, we will be doing the business. So this is nothing but being proactive. So what do we mean by reactive? Reactive is when the emergency comes, we just think about how to just deal with the emergency. But in this, we will be proactive. There are few things worse for your business than being behind the curve. So what is this being behind the curve? That means we are falling short of the demand. So here, when you have to react to everything that comes your way. So when your sales are falling, when the demand for the product is falling, then what should you do? Then we have to react for everything that comes in our way. But with the strong corporate level strategy, your business can be proactive instead of reactive. But then if you have a corporate level strategy which is very strong enough to boost your sales, to boost the demand for a product, bring you extra profits, bring you extra revenue, then that will be very, very good. Now, how can this be brought about? Only with the help of corporate level strategy. Now, next one is it increases efficiency. Now, how does this CLS or the corporate level strategy, how does it increase the efficiency? So, an efficient business is a profitable business. So, comprehensive corporate level can set your business on the path to increased efficiency in all areas. So, whenever you are formulating a corporate level strategy, you will take into consideration each and every department of the organization. So, after analyzing the weaknesses and strengths of each of the department, and then you just implement the strategy, you will be sure of earning more and more profits. As when you are implementing the strategy, you will exactly know what is the efficiency of each department, and as such you try to make the employees more efficient, and in this way we can be assured of better profits for the company. Then next one is, the next benefit is it increases market share. So with a dedicated corporate level strategy, it will get valuable insight into myriad factors that affect the way you do business. So what are the various ways in which, what are the things where we will be doing the business, or what are the areas on which we will be strategizing to increase the market share? So first one is consumer segments. So consumer segments, we tap the consumer segments. So first we should just think what is the product of the company, who are our consumers, and then you try to do this target marketing. So you try to target the customers and see that your product goes well with those customers. Then second one is product offerings. So in this product offerings, we will be thinking about how to better the product. What are the new features you will be adding the product, or what are the new products you will be bringing into the product line. So all these will come under product offering. Next is market trends. So in this market trends, you study about the market, and then you see that your product is suiting the consumers' tastes and preferences. And lastly, the service offerings. Suppose you are in the service sector, what kind of services you will be offering, or if it is an existing organization, or what extra services or what extra benefits you will be giving to the customers, so that with the help of all this you will be able to ensure that you have an increased market share. Now, the next benefit is it increases profitability. Now, how does this strategy increase profitability? It is a direct result of increases in efficiency and market share. So, when we know that, when we find that there is an increase in the market share and there is an increase in efficiency, then we can be rest assured that profits will be already following us. So, whenever we say that there is an increase in market share or increase in efficiency in the organization, we can be sure of getting the business on the road to increased profitability. So, there will be more profits following us when the business becomes more efficient and when there is an increase in the market share. The next one is makes your business more durable. Now, what is this making the business more durable? Let us see. So, industries and markets are constantly changing. So, you want your business to be durable enough to weather any changes that come your way. So, strong corporate level strategy provides a foundation on which the rest of the business can rely on. So, what is this making the business more durable? So, whenever you are making the corporate level strategy for your business, you have to think of what are the changes you will be facing. So, what will be the conditions in the next 2 years for your product? So, based on that, you make your strategies, and when the strategies are, when the forecast is correct, the strategies can be easily implemented, and when the strategies are easily implemented, you can be assured of a strong foundation for your business. So, when you have a strong base for the business, you can be rest assured that the business will carry on well. Then, next, let us think about the next level of strategy, that is the business level strategy. So, business level strategy refers to the combined set of moves and actions taken with an aim of offering value to the customers and developing a competitive advantage by using the firm's core competencies in the individual product or the service market. So, business level strategies refer to the combined set of moves and actions. So, it refers to the combined set of moves. So, based on the corporate level strategy, the business level strategies will be formulated, and in this business level strategies, we will be just deciding on the moves and actions taken with the name of offering value to the customers. So, what is it extra you are giving to your customers and developing a competitive advantage. So, you develop a competitive advantage for the product or for the business by using the firm's core competencies. That is, you use the firm's core competencies. So, what are your strengths? So, based on that, you make use of the strength of the business and see that you give value products. So, that is the individual product, whatever you are offering to the customer, it has more value, or if it is a service you are giving, so you give better service to the customers. So, in this way, it determines the market position of the enterprise in relations to its rivals. So, in the business level strategy, we should understand that it is the sum total of all the moves taken by the business in relation to corporate level strategy. So, what are the various moves taken by the business? So, when you are thinking about the various moves of the business, you should understand that you should analyze what are your strengths, and based on your competency, you try to bring out a better product for the customer, and then if you are in the service sector, you give out a better service to the customers. So, this is business level strategy. Now, let us see what are the issues which this business level strategy will deal with. So, it deals with the following issues. Now, what are the issues in which we have this business level strategy? The first one is satisfying the needs of the customers. So, this is the first and the foremost important thing for all business. So, any business, whether it is in the goods sector or in the service sector, so a satisfied customer is a brand ambassador for the company. So, if you can satisfy one customer, then he will bring you more and more customers. So, that is the basic logic here. So, you should try to see that you create more and more satisfied customers. So, in this way, they will be a brand ambassador for our own company. So, you don't need any advertising at all. Once you see that the customer is satisfied with your product, then you can rest assured that your business will become a success. So, first thing is satisfying the needs of the customers. So, how do you satisfy the needs of the customers? First thing is you conduct a market survey, then you take note of what are the customers' changing tastes and preferences, and then manufacture products which the customer really needs. Only then we can be in business. Now, the next issue is achieving an edge over its rivals. Now, what is this achieving an edge over its rivals? So, whenever the business or the product has more rival products here, so we should ensure that what is that unique selling proposition which sells your product. So, you try to achieve an edge over your rivals. So, how to achieve an edge over the rivals? It may be through better features of the product or better innovative technology or through price cut. So, whatever it is, you try to see that you have an edge over your rivals. Third one is avoiding competitive disadvantage. Now, what is this competitive disadvantage? You see that you are always ahead of the others in the race. So, the rival companies, they will be there, the rival products will be there. So, you try to see that you outshine them. So, that is what we call it as avoiding competitive disadvantage. Try to see that you will be always in the forerun. So, strategies at this level are concerned with meeting competition, defending market share while making a profit. So, you have to see that you have to think of how to face the competition, then defend your market share, and in the long run, earn profits also. So when you do all these three, it means that the business level strategy has already been implemented. A firm is said to have competitive advantage if it can attract target customers as well as survive the competitive forces better as compared to the rivals. So when we think about competitive advantage, it means that you should attract your customers better. So when you attract your target customers as well as survive the competitive forces better, so then we feel that the business level strategy has worked well. Then next one is, so effective business level strategies entails developing distinctive competencies and implementing them in order to have an upper hand over its rivals. So whenever you're formulating a business level strategy, you try to see that you attain a distinctive competency. So you think the business should have something extra wherein it will try to outshine its competitors. So implementing them in order to have an upper hand over its rivals. So this kind of a strategy wherein you can just run ahead of your competitors, that is what we call as business level strategy. So Michael Porter has propounded 3 business level strategies in the year 1998, which are discussed. So Michael Porter, he was a great management specialist and he has propounded this business level strategies, so which we will be just discussing here. Now, the first business level strategy is cost leadership. Now, what do we mean by cost leadership strategy? So, in this strategy, it tends to focus on the broad mass market. So, and for this, the firm continuously and rigorously strives for cost reduction in different areas, whether it is procurement, production, packaging, storage, distribution of the product, while achieving economies in overheads. So, in this cost leadership, we should understand that there are various areas in which the firm can reduce the cost. So, what are the various areas in which cost reduction can be done? So, first one is procurement. Here, whether it is procurement of raw materials, procurement of finance for the business, procurement of any asset for the business, try to see that you get it at the best and the cheapest prices. Then second one is production. See that the cost of production is as low as possible. Then packaging. Try to see that packaging does not cost much money for the company. Then storage. So in storage and distribution, try to see that the products are well stored with minimum cost while achieving the economies in overheads. So when you try to cut costs in all these areas, automatically the firm will get the cost leadership in that particular area. Then next strategy proposed by Michael Porter was differentiation. Now, what is the meaning of differentiation? As the name suggests, it aims at producing and offering industry-wide distinctive products and services to the customers so as to target price insensitive customers. Now, in this differentiation, so as the name suggests, you try to use the differentiating strategy. Now, what is this differentiating strategy? So, you try to target the price insensitive customers. Now, who are those price insensitive customers? So, what you call as the high-end group. So, this high-end group, they are not bothered about the price. So, in this differentiation, you try to offer products to these customers who are price insensitive. That means they are always ready to buy the product if it is of a very high quality, very durable, and they are ready to pay any price to buy that product. So, such products we can bring under this differentiation strategy. So, it is also directed for the broad mass market, which encompasses the development of a unique product. So the broad mass market, or what we call as the market for essential goods, that also can be taken under this differentiation strategy. So unique means uniqueness with respect to design, brand image, specification, customer service, technology used, etc. So whenever you have this differentiation strategy with you, so you will be differentiating the product with respect to the design of the product. So you create a new design for your target customers. So you have your gold, platinum customers, or those customers wherein you have a special design for them, or you have a special brand image for them, or you go in by specification. The customer will tell you what we think about as a customized products. And then customer service, where you give more service to this class of customers, and then you use the latest technology and produce these goods. So all these are the various differentiation strategies which you will be using in the business. Then the next one is ways to achieve differentiation. Now, we have spoken about the various ways in which the differentiation strategy can be utilized, but let us now discuss what are the ways in which differentiation can be done. So, first one is providing utility to the customers that match their taste and preference. So, whenever you are offering products to the customers, you try to see that you are giving them maximum utility and it will match their taste and preference. So, we all know that customers' taste and preferences keeps on changing, and as such, you have to conduct a market survey at regular intervals to know what is the pulse of the customer, what he is really interested in. Only then we can be assured that we will stay ahead in the business. So when we know what the customer exactly wants, then we can manufacture those products. Then second one is increasing the product performance. To see that the product performs well. So what do we mean by that? You see that the product is more and more efficient in its working. Then third one is product innovation. You try to see that the product is more innovative. Innovative in the sense in terms of quality, quantity, or the outlook, anything. Next one is setting up product prices on the basis of differentiated features of the product and affordability of the customers. So, suppose for example, you have a car which is coming into the market. So, you have the various models of the same car. So, one is the base model, then the slightly better version of that, another a better version of that. So, in this way, you can see that you target to the various kinds of customers. So, a customer who can afford the high-end cars, so he will go in for purchase of the high-end cars, whereas another customer who is satisfied with the base model, he will go for the base model. So, in this way, we set up the product prices on the basis of the differentiated features of the product and also the affordability of the customers. So, in this way, we can strategize the business level strategies. Then, next one is focus. So, the third kind of strategy used in differentiation is the focus. Now, this is commonly used by small or medium-sized enterprises. It works only when consumers have varied tastes and competitors do not try to specialize in that particular segment. So, this focus, so this is used by small or medium-sized enterprises. So, they have their own target customers whom they will always be targeting, and they try to see that these customers, they get the specialized products or the customized products or made to order products, what you call. So, they try to specialize in that particular segment and they neglect all other segments. So, they don't want anything else. So, they have their list of few customers and they try to just keep them happy. So, in this way, they will always be in business. Now, ways to achieve focus. Choosing a particular niche often avoided by cost leaders and differentiators. So, you try to identify an opportunity which is avoided by the cost leaders and differentiators. So, those businesses which are engaged in cost leadership and differentiation, you just avoid them and they don't see that they don't come into this segment. So, or you try to choose those segments which is avoided by these people. Then excel in catering to the specific niche. So, you try to see that you keep your set of customers always happy. So, you have a set of customers who are always ready to buy your customized products, fine. Then you try to see that you give them more and more efficient goods. You try to keep them always happy. Then high efficiency generation to serve those niche. So you try to be more and more efficient and see that you keep them happy, creating new ways for the value chain management. So try to see that you are creating better ways of value chain management. So in this way, we can achieve more and more focus. So this is again one of the business level strategies. Now, the business level strategy shows the choices made by the firm with regard to the way in which the firm contemplates to compete in the market. So, business level strategies are always done to see that the firm competes in the market. So, what are the ways in which it can face the competition in the market? The firm's core competencies should focus on the needs and wants of the customers with an aim or attaining extraordinary returns. And to attain this, business strategies play an important role. The firm's core competencies. So, what is the firm's strength? So, that strength, it should focus on needs and wants of the customer. So, what is the need of the customer? What is the want of the customer? And when in this way, when we focus exclusively on the needs and wants of the customer, we will be able to get extraordinary returns. So, we can be assured of better returns for our product, and for this extra return, we should be thankful to the business level strategies. So, which plays a very important role in getting better returns for the business. So, the business level strategies aims at developing competitive advantage, asserting responses with respect to the changing market trends, allocation of resources within the strategic business unit. So, this is the business level strategy. It aims at getting competitive advantage. So, the firm should be always in the ahead of others. So, then ascertaining the responses with respect to the changing market trends. So, whatever is the survey you have collected, so based on that survey, you just focus on the next step, and then allocation of resources. You allocate the resources within the strategic business unit so that the focus will be fine for the business level strategy. A functional level strategy is a plan of action to achieve short-term, routine or day-to-day business goals to support the corporate and business level strategies. So, a functional level strategy is nothing but a plan or action. So, it is a plan which you do for the routine of the business. So, corporate level strategy is for a very long time, whereas business level strategy, it will be for each department, whereas functional level strategy, here you try to see that the day-to-day activities are all directed towards achievement of the corporate level goals of the business. So, it should be in support of the corporate level strategies as well as the business level strategies. Basically, a functional level strategy helps a business to maintain operational activities on a daily or routine basis. So, these functional level strategies, they help in the day-to-day working of the business. So, what each manager has to do, what each employer has to do, what each department has to do, what is the effort to be put in, how efficient they are. So, all this will be did in functional level strategy. So, with this, we come to the end of this session. Hope you have all understood this session. Thank you.